Hey YouTube, Ironhead, and I'm back to talk to you today about motorsports cameras. Now, I can see the case both ways. Maybe you need it, maybe you don't. Maybe it's not a need, but maybe it's that one little insurance policy that you have in case something happens, hit and run driver, or something happens that you need that video proof. Anyway, let's talk about that. So I went out to, actually got this from my friends over at Volunteer Audio, the Kenwood STZ RF200WD. That's a dual motorsports camera, comes with two cameras and a brain center, if you will, with the micro SD chip in it. It also runs by an app from Kenwood. And so I thought I would share what this looks like, and I kind of just and threw this on the bike and to install it just to see how I would like it. Haven't really had to use it, per se, but I thought maybe, some of the rides, maybe I see something I want to come back to later on. Maybe I could go back through my footage on a ride and say, oh, look at that, that's what I saw, and maybe I didn't get it with my GoPro. So anyway, without further ado, I'd like to show you what I've got here. So if you see under the seat here, what I did is I took this brain center, and what this does is it comes with a front camera, back camera. Of course, the power cable ties to the battery, and then there's a switch and a GPS. So just to show you what I did, now I took the GPS and the switch along with the front camera wires, and I ran them under the tank. And here's where I did. I put my GPS right here, and I put the switch on this side. I don't know if you can see that, but and that way I can see if it's operating, have quick access to something if I need to push it real quick or whatever. But those are running, all that's running in the backbone under the tank and up through here, right here where the riser is. So also I ran the wire, the camera wire, and it's right here. I don't know if you can see that. See that camera? I just stuck it right there, and it works pretty good. If you look at where it is, it works pretty good. But that's kind of the hardware install for the front there. Now, looking at this, we also had to run two wires to power, and I basically took the yellow wire, ties into the accessory, the red goes to the positive battery post, and the negative ties into the negative battery post. So those are tied in, and I did find a wire right here on my lights that comes on when the key comes on. So what happens is when you turn the key or turn the bike on, the camera system will also come on, and then when you turn it off, it'll also go off, which is important to me so it doesn't run my battery down, right? But anyway, as you can see, the two lights on the camera there, and the blue light means that everything's operational and that it's recording. The back camera I ran across the inside of the well here and up under the light, and as you can see, it comes out right above the license plate light and sits right back there on that license plate light. So that's looking at everything behind me. Like I said, you could look at this a couple of different ways. It could be a convenience to go along with your footage that you're trying to record on your GoPro. It also records sound, by the way, and which I haven't figured out how to get that because all you hear is the pipes, right? So, but that right there is one of the things that that probably is the most useless, is the sound on it. But you know, I get it. I guess if you had maybe a Goldwing or something that didn't have the loud pipes on it, and then it comes with an app here, and I'm going to show you the app. So what we're going to do in order to connect it to this Motorsports app is we're going to hold this button for 3 seconds. Now it's ready to go, so we're going to pair. I'm going to my settings on my phone. Going to the LAN, 1234, 1234 is the password. Join. Okay, now that we're here, it's going to connect, and we're going to connect to the Motorsports cam. All right, now that we're connected, we are looking at the front camera. So as you can see, here's the front camera footage. And then we can go to the rear camera, and it's looking at down my driveway here outside the garage door. So we have both of those options, and the bike is sitting on the kickstand, so it's tilted, but you can straighten them up with the bike straight. It's a way to straighten it on that grid so you can see what. And then here are the files. You can go to the files that are on the card, and these are all the continuous. It just rewrites over itself. Now, in case there's an impact, it does have an impact sensor, so you would go to here and it would show you the impact sensors. Now, this thing is kind of sensitive, I guess, because I already have 3 videos in here for today when I went to work and came back. So maybe hit a bump or something like that, and it thought that I had an impact. But nevertheless, these will not write over each other. You have to physically go in and take those out. So this is a pretty good system. I'm impressed so far. And then here's the files if you download them to your mobile, and of course all the settings of how you want each of the files, the password, the format to the card, etc., etc., any firmware updates and so forth. So I kind of like this system the way it's kind of set up, and you don't have to do anything with it. You know, it's there if you need it, but then again, you know, I don't know if you want those gaudy cameras on there. So I'm trying it out. I bought it for my other bike. I thought, oh, let's put it on here just for the heck of it. But one more thing I want to show you guys is here's the brain. And I just kind of set it in here. I was actually expecting my road sofa, so I didn't fasten it down secure. I do have some really industrial Velcro that I can use for this. But I just wanted to kind of show you. Here's where you access the SD card is right in here, and then it's all weatherproof here, everything. So you can close this back up and water's not going to get in it, and it's pretty well protected. I did have it sitting in here really nice and neat, but I need to secure that. Probably going to put it back here on the back if it doesn't conflict with the seat. I need to check everything out here, but for right now, that's what I've got on the deal. And I just did a little cable management here and just shoved all the extra wire in front because there's plenty of room here in the front. What you guys think, if you see any use for this. Again, I guess if you need it and you don't have it, then it's one thing than to have it and not need it. But I just wanted to try out. All this stuff comes off, doesn't leave a mark. This is really good 3M stuff that you can just peel right off if you have to. A little bit of touch with a heat gun, and that's it. They're still running that special over at Volunteer Audio if you're interested. And again, this is STZ RF 200WD Motorsports dual camera recording system by Kenwood. I'll put the link in the description if you guys are interested in checking it out. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. Like and subscribe if you like my content. Share with someone that maybe have an interest in the dual motorsports camera system. And until next time, thanks a lot, and you guys be safe.